Hey everyone, the book I read by Tommy DePaula was the Popcorn book, and it has two characters in it, which are Tiny and Tony, and they are twin brothers. So they want to make popcorn one day, and they ask their mother where the kernels would be located, and she tells them that they are in a jar inside of the refrigerator. So they are curious and wonder why popcorn kernels would be stored in a refrigerator. So their curiosity ends up turning to them looking things up. So Tiny is actually the one who starts to do the research on the background. So he finds that popcorn is better kept in a refrigerator because it keeps the moisture inside the kernels and doesn't let them dry out, so they are able to pop longer and they will last longer. So while Tiny is looking up information about popcorn, Tony is actually making the popcorn during the whole process. So the pictures in the book, what you'll see is Tony is working on the popcorn, really focused on that, and Tiny has a book in front of him the entire time, looking through facts and information. So he isn't really watching Tony make the popcorn or observing or trying to see what is going on. He's more focused on finding the facts. There's actually some interesting facts in it, and some of them are that popcorn is the oldest of the three main types of corn, and that Americans use 500 million pounds of popcorn a year. And I think they had the percentages was about 30% is at movie theaters, and also that they had a legend that said inside of each kernel there was a little demon that would explode and pop out when his house was heated. So they thought that when the popcorn kernels were heated, there was a little person inside the popcorn kernel, and that somebody was destroying their house, I guess you could say, and it would just he would blow up and try to burst out of it. What I found interesting about this is that he was trying to install factual information in children while giving them a story that they could relate to and be entertained by. The illustrations are very unique in it, and they're well drawn and look like an old cartoon. I think it just makes for a more fun way to learn information instead of just trying to throw information and facts at someone from, say, a sheet or a slide or something like that. But the book actually brings in the fun part of it because kids can relate and say, "Hey, I want to go make popcorn," or "That's actually pretty cool that they think there's a demon inside of the kernels that explode out, and that's the reason that popcorn pops." But back to the book, something that I saw was that Tiny wasn't paying attention to Tony making the popcorn, like I stated earlier. And I thought that was fascinating because he was more focused on the facts than the actual making of the popcorn, which most children would not be. So I think maybe that could get children to look at the factual part and be a little more excited with that. Because in the book, it shows that there's excitement going on. There's somebody popping popcorn right over a stove in front of them, and they can hear it popping, but they're still concerned about looking inside of a book and trying to figure out why popcorn is here, how it got here, how it pops, why so many people enjoy to eat it. So I just found that very fascinating that he was able to have basically two different situations occurring at once in one story. And yeah, I thought this was a really good book, and honestly, I look forward to reading more books that he has. And that's all I have for you. Thank you.